Hey guys, how you doing? N Sullivan here. Before we start our What If today, I want to give a shout out to Creative Central and the Houston Writers Guild for their support of my last video, and especially to Dorothy Tinker, who is organizing an anthology based on it now. That's crazy to me, and I will be contributing a story to that anthology. It just, within a half an hour of the video coming up, the idea had already been formed and people were signing up to do it, just completely without my input. I had no say in this. I just said, yeah, sounds like a good idea, and took off. So thank you very much, Houston Writers Guild and Creative Central. I don't know how to put links to Facebook pages. Maybe I can get my house elf or my 4-year-old nephew to show me how to do that. But if I can, I will. If not, and look them up. Creative Central is a women's writers guild, and they're awesome. They're very supportive and very good writers, and they're good people. So, and Houston Writers Guild, if you're in the Houston area, go see them or talk to them, find out about them. Just trust me on this, it's worth it. If Dorothy's a member, it's worth looking into joining. Now, something else weird happened yesterday. One of my videos from a month ago, the video where I announced my project with Eldritch White, just yesterday got over 700 views, which is 4 times, no, correction, it's like 60 times as many views as any of my videos have gotten ever. I don't know why that happened. I don't know how that happened. I am pleased as punch about it. I'm super excited, and thank you to all the people around the world who watched that video. I stayed up until about 1 o'clock watching the numbers and the real-time thing just because I couldn't believe it was happening. So thank you guys very much for that. And if anybody could explain to me what happened there or why that video blew up, please do. Let me know in the comments below if you know what was going on with that or what is still going on with that, because it's petered off some, but it's still happening. So hit me up with that and let me know, because I'm really curious. It's a mystery. And you guys know how I feel about mysteries. They're meant to be explored. You guys can help me explore this one in particular. So get back at me and let me know. But that's all I wanted to say. Thank you to Creative Central and the Houston Writers Guild. I'm sure that anthology is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for work to start on that. It's going to be a while, but I can't wait. I'm super excited about it. I've never done an anthology before. And one based on an idea I had, which is crazy to me. Hey, my air conditioner just came on. But anyway, thank you guys very much for that. I just wanted to address those things and give a shout out to those folks who are so awesome and so supportive of each other and of writers who aren't even in their groups. They deserve it. You should look them up if you get the chance. And we're going to get into the video. We're going to do a nice home shot video today. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's see what mysteries we can find. I'll see you on the other side of the cut. I don't know if you can hear it, but somebody's running a chainsaw in my neighborhood. I wonder why. They're probably trimming trees. I mean, there are a lot of trees around here. But what if they're not? What if they're cutting up a body right now? What if they're trying to break in to an ancient tomb that they found with a chainsaw? I know it's odd, but Ash vs. Evil Dead is odd too. What if I mean, that is the question we ask, isn't it? But today we're going to talk a little bit about the what ifs of sound. Because sound is one of those things that writers love and love to hate. It's almost impossible to write about sounds. They're one of those weird experiences that we just have trouble understanding in words. But they're one of the five senses, and we have to include all five senses if we want to make a story reel. So, what sounds do I have around me right now? And what mysteries do those sounds hold? Well, where I live, it's a pretty quiet, and I mean quiet as in not busy, street. Not a whole lot of traffic. You don't see a whole lot of cars going by. But there's a road right behind me with a lot of cars on it. Now, these sounds of cars going by are a constant bane of my recording existence, but every single one of them has a person in it. And that person has a story. Every single one of those people has their own what if. And if you put the whole collection of sounds together of those cars, it doesn't sound like cars anymore. Oh, look, wood chipper's running now. So, what do you use a wood chipper for? What if you're not using it for what you're supposed to use it for? There are birds chirping. I think the bird's in my crepe myrtle right there. But what if that's not a bird? What if that's a fairy? It could be a fairy, I don't know. I can't see it, and that's kind of the point, isn't it? I mean, they're everywhere. I have a ton of squirrels in this neighborhood. There was a Facebook post not too long ago on my page about a specific squirrel who decided that I needed to be woken up in the morning. And he was very unimpressed with me, because he's a squirrel. You think the squirrels talk? To each other, I mean. Of course they wouldn't talk to us. If they did talk to each other, what do they talk about? What if squirrels had an advanced society? Have you ever heard a squirrel scream? That's one of the most disturbing things you'll ever hear in your life. I can't even describe it, and that's the problem. That's why I've never written about it. I'm not good enough to describe the sound of a squirrel screaming. But they do. I know they do. I've seen them do it. I mean, there are bugs all over the place. There are squirrels. There's that wood chipper that's still going. There are birds in the trees. Oh, and where I live, particularly here at my undisclosed location / above ground bunker, I get airplanes flying over, sometimes military aircraft, sometimes very, very low. There is nothing freakier for a slightly paranoid guy with a incredibly overactive imagination to see than a fighter jet flying over his house at 2,000 feet. That is disturbing. What if he's not just flying from one place to another? What if that roaring sound I'm hearing is an incoming Tomahawk missile because they finally found me? And who am I that they're looking for me? There's a story in itself. Now, I could go on, but you guys are surrounded by sounds every day. All you have to do is ask what if and let your imagination take that. So, you should do that. Now that I've said all of that, that's the what if for today. I can hear the cicadas, I can hear the birds, I can hear the breeze in the trees, I can hear the wood chipper, I can hear the traffic on the road, I hear planes going overhead. So, take some of your sounds, come up with some what ifs of your own, let me know what they are in the comments, or write a story about them, that's even better, or tell a story about them. So, go do it. All the links to all my stuff, Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, will be in the description below. And let me know what your stories are. I'm absolutely interested. Until next time, it was great talking to you. Get out there, be creative, use your imagination, and have a good day. I'll see ya.